Luke chapter 1, verse 36. And behold, thy cousin Elizabeth, she had also conceived a son in her old age. Please underline old age. I'm looking at process versus delay. The angel gave a reference point to a naive Mary, a virgin Mary, an unprofessional Mary. And he said, thy cousin Elizabeth, this is the 6th month we are. She's pregnant, who was called barren. So, why has it become a past tense, no longer a present tense? He didn't say who is called barren, but who was called. And I want all of you to understand this morning that there is difference between delay and process. Some of us, we misunderstood or misunderstand the difference. What we just do is, I'm passing through delay and I take it as delay, but heaven is looking at it as what I call process. And when we say process, what is process? Process, if I may break it down, is like taking a tuber of cassava and I go to the mill, I grind it, and I begin to make it through process. And in between that, I can choose whether gari will come out or bread will come out. Are you following me here? And what is it passing through process? So it can be better and marketable on the other side. In the raw state, nobody wants to eat it raw until it passes through process. So, I look at Mary. Mary was a virgin, but Elizabeth was an old woman. Elizabeth could not give birth, not because she could not have given birth. It's because there is a process time or processing time. The processing time is that Mary is going to conceive, and right now Mary is still in the womb. Mary has not manifested on earth. So the process is Mary is got to be giving birth to. Mary will get to a time where her womb will develop, because the distance between Jesus and the son that Elizabeth will give birth to will be 6 months. Must not be more than 6 months. And it's John the Baptist that must introduce Jesus to the world. And Mama Elizabeth has been chosen for that assignment. So she's got to pass through that process of delay, which you call delay, but it was a process. Let me continue. Jesus Christ was born in a manger. Well announced, a child will be born in a manger. The child was born in a manger. It was announced. After that, the angel said they should flee into Egypt because Herod will want to kill the child. So the child and the mother and the earthly father, they fled into Egypt. We didn't hear of Jesus again. What was he doing? Nobody knows. Suddenly, Jesus reappeared in his sin. We sin, age 12. Age 12, he was seen in the temple. Seen with what I call powerful wisdom. Powerful anointing to the level that he was teaching scholars of his days. That shows he was already prepared for the assignment. He had the wisdom, he had the anointing, he had the teaching ability, but the process is not yet completed. How do I know? Because Jesus disappeared after age 12. In that age 12, he was in the temple. We are told that his parents even left him in the temple. They worked a whole day. They came back to be, hey son, why have you done this to us? He said, don't you know I will be in my father's house? So that was that process. After that, we didn't hear of Jesus again after age 12. For another 18 years, nobody knew where Jesus was. But suddenly, age 30 now, Jesus resurfaced in the scene. All the preparation for the assignment he came on earth, his assignment was going to be 3.5 years. But it took 30 years preparation, which is a process. Are you with me here today? 30 years preparation. That was the process. Why did he not jump the process? He could have said, well, I am king. I am the Lord. Let me start now. No, there is a processing time. Age 30 was when the ministry started. despite it was God on earth. I give another example. An ass was tied. According to Matthew 21, an ass was tied. Jesus said, when you get there, you will meet an ass tied. Bring them to me. When anybody asks you why you loosening them, tell them that the master wants to use. The question is, that ass being tied, we are not told how many years, how many days, how many months. Nobody told us how long it has been tied. I want you to understand, other ass may have been losing. They are outside there doing what they are doing, eating around town. But this particular one is tied. You know why? It's a process, tied for an assignment, tied for a specific assignment. And if that ass is losing from that place, he may wander away. So God allowed the enemy to keep the ass so that he can fulfill purpose. So sometimes it looks as if you have been tied in one position. I am not moving. What is happening to me? God is saying, I'm keeping you for the right person. Are you sure you're hearing me now? What is happening to me? God is saying, I'm keeping you for an assignment. Because that ass immediately left the village. The same day he entered city, he was walking on red carpets. Why? Because he has passed through process. Ladies and gentlemen, your delay may be a process. A process to take you to the real process. I pray for somebody hearing me this morning. May that your delay turn to process. That thing you call delay, may it suddenly turn to process.